Welcome to Some Say I'm Gifted, where we teach you the magic of walking in your spiritual gifts and how it can help you navigate this crazy life, and helping you understand that even though we're in this world, we are not of it. So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's get real.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is Tess from Some Say I'm Gifted. I'm here with the wonderful, marvelouses, Morgans and Danielles.
Holas.
Hello. I had to say it twice because you said Morgans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I said it like Gollum, I realized. So.
Morganses.
Yes.
Danielles.
Means thanks. Yeah. My kids really are into Lord of the Rings. Morgan's into Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Speak friend and enter.
That goes out to my brother. Anyways, so I have a question for you guys, and then we're going to get into our really groovy topic. No, I forgot it. No, rom-com. Are you guys rom-com people or action people? I mean, you could do a combo, you know what I mean? But like, what is your go-to movie theme? We could even say thriller, blah, 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 whatever.
Oh, okay. Thank God we're opening this up because I really don't care for rom-coms or action movies.
Really? I love to watch stuff blow up.
Chase loves rom-coms and action movies.
You've got to realize me and Morgan, she's very much like Chuck.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. I understand that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And Tess is a lot like my boyfriend.
Which is, useless knowledge and all. The difference is I don't watch anime.
Yeah,
Oh.
That's about the only difference so far.
Well,
I don't know,
I can think of some other differences.
If only you guys could be in this room with us right now.
It's a symbol for the Illuminati, but whatever. Okay.
Stop it.
It's true.
crying.
I mean, you ever see those TikToks where like, have you
No,
seen
it's-
actors do this symbol? And you're like, dude, I think they're just nervous in an interview. What are you? Okay.
Oh.
So, okay. So what is your go-to?
I like comedies.
Yes.
I like to laugh. So I love putting on like a comedy. Jonah Hill makes me crack up.
Ask me about my wiener. I know. That's one of my favorites.
21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Can we bring that back? Like, let's make a 22 and a 23.
My sons, Stokes and Jasper, learned and saw the "my name's Jeff" thing.
I love it.
And Stokes goes around saying, "My name's Artemis Maximus," from Gladiator. And Jasper goes, "My name's Jeff." And it's so, I'm not saying it's accurate. It's just when you see my kids and you hear, it's so hurtfully funny that I can't quit laughing. So yeah.
Oh my God.
I know that's not Jonah Hill, but it was 21
But
Jump, so
yeah. But Channing Tatum doing. Jeff.
I love Channing Tatum. I think he's an extremely talented actor. I don't know if y'all saw Fly Me to the Moon.
No, but I want to.
It's on Apple TV. I watched it last week and it's great.
Love that. All right, how about you, ladies? What is your go-to movie genre?
I love psychological thrillers. Yes.
There's not really a genre I don't like though, so let's just hear that.
True. Yeah.
There is, but it's just horror.
I like horror.
I like slasher, Scream.
Okay.
I like slasher. I like some horror. I like psychological stuff.
I like more psychological horror.
I like Misery. I like in Shining, but I don't like some of the horror nowadays. It's like there was a commercial come on last night. Monkey? No. I mean, I know it's a Stephen King thing. You'll have to look up the trailer for Monkey.
I don't know if I want to be honest.
It's a toy monkey. Oh, I just hit the mic, but it's a lot. It's yeah.
It was a little spooky.
So what's your favorite?
I can't think of any right now. You know how bad I am with movies.
Yes.
There was a psychological movie with, I will never be able to remember the guy's name, but he had like a shaved head and it was like glass. I think it was just called Glass.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was really good.
It is good. It even had like Morgan Freeman in it.
Yeah. Oh, Butterfly Effect.
Butterfly
It
Effect.
was Ashton
Yes.
Kutcher?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like a killer movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those kinds of movies.
Yes. I will agree with all of those, and I will raise you to fans of actor. Like even if it's a genre I don't watch, I will watch it because there's an actor too.
Yeah.
But I like not just obscure actors. Cillian Murphy is one of my favorite actors. Peaky Blinders, Oppenheimer.
Yes.
Okay. Another one of my favorite ones is I was trying to look up this one movie because I want to make sure I say it right. Another one of my favorite actors living is Jonah Hill, but I put him in the same category as Seth Rogen and all that, which is really funny. I don't know if y'all know this about my husband. He took me to Vegas like the second year we were together for my birthday for a week, and we had people coming up asking for his autograph because he looks so much like Seth Rogen.
Oh my gosh.
Is that not crazy? Like you don't really.
He looks like Seth Rogen.
He does.
I could kind of see it, like from afar.
With his
like
when he's got right now he's got a shaved beard.
Too.
Yeah.
He
If he's like over in the corner and you're like standing back, I feel like I could see how that could happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Ben Affleck, I'm not crazy about, but Matt Damon I am, which is weird because they do a lot of movies together.
I don't like Ben Affleck either.
Really,
Yeah.
It's just,
I want to be like I like his brother a lot.
who's his brother?
He got in trouble for like underage soliciting or something. I don't know.
Oh.
I love all the Ocean's 11 movie because Brad Pitt and George Clooney yell test the whole time. There's also a movie called Gold Rush, and Matthew McConaughey just goes around saying test all the time. I love Woody Harrelson. I actually love Matthew McConaughey.
I love
And
Matthew McConaughey.
one of my all-time favorite actors who is multifaceted is Robin Williams.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And my youngest son came in the other day to the house. He said, Tess. He said, Mom. I went, what? He goes, you're going to wait my whole life and not tell me Robin Williams is dead. And I went,
Oh no.
he said, he died the year I was born. I was like, you're correct.
Yeah.
I
Why
am
would I tell you that?
so sorry. He said, how did he die? I said, I don't think we should talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
And he's like, well, I was like, he had a really intense illness. But that reminded me, there was a movie he did. He did a lot, but two psychological thrillers that anytime somebody says psychological thrillers, this is the first two movies that come to my brain.
Send them to me.
One is called 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams in it, and it will with you. Really? I beeped out the F word. Yes. It is amazing.
Is he played like a sad guy? I don't want to see Robin Williams sad.
I don't think I would say he's sad.
Oh, was he?
Oh, he's crazy.
Don't just.
Then there's another movie called Insomnia, and it's about a place in Alaska that is like light for 24 hours for months on end. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It also has Robin Williams in it and Al Pacino.
Al Pacino?
That one will, 2 days later, you'll be like,
Still thinking about it.
yeah.
I'm gonna put these in the group chat so we remember to watch these.
I'm going to take a picture.
Literally.
Well, what's funny is the way they are in here is 1 Hour Photo, Jack, which is one of my favorite Robin Williams movies, and Insomnia, which is hilarious. What Dreams May Come with him. I also really love the movie Toys. I was obsessed when I was a kid. It's also a movie of his. World's Greatest Dad is a dark comedy. That possibly is my most favorite genre, dark comedy.
Yeah.
Death and a Funeral. Have y'all ever seen that?
No.
There's a British version and then one that's like an all African American cast, and it is phenomenal.
Oh,
I talk movies 24/7.
I know you could.
I love it. There's so many different actors in these movies. So many
Yeah.
different.
I like a lot like John Leguizamo. He's amazing.
Segue into our topic.
Yes.
Attractive actors.
Attractive actors.
Yes.
Well, it can be, and I'll explain that because the topic is wicker balls, disco balls, and hairy balls.
Yeah.
And maybe I should elaborate. You think?
Yeah.
Well, Morgan's looking at me like, I cannot believe you just said that. And we're recording this, and people are going to hear your voice saying balls a lot. I don't know what you're talking about, but what do you like in your mate? Let me rephrase. What do you like in your spouse? Because it depends. Like my husband, he actually could go in every category. I know that sounds crazy, but
I want to see him in disco balls.
he can dance. When he wants to disco balls, let's say balls, we mean dancing, guys. What are you dirty minds thinking about? Like a Harry Potter ball?
Yeah, right.
know?
The Harry Ball is the
Like a gala, you know?
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah. Or a very outdoorsy elemental wicker ball
Yes.
oh
or gala. Disco, that says enough. Disco balls like dancing.
right.
Disco dance. Sorry.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yes. So my husband can, and I'm not saying this to be stuffy, but he could go in every category. He loves Harry Potter. He can be very outdoorsy, and I have taken him to dance clubs, so he can do it all. But the reason we're saying that is I also like things in actors that I want in my mate. So what are some things that you guys look for in your mate. Does anybody want to go? I mean, a sense of humor goes for years. Like that is, if they can't laugh at themselves, forget about it. Like not going to happen. And if it's not just physical things with me. I know if we lined up every guy I've ever dated long term, y'all might think different, but it really, there's some oddballs in there.
There are.
Yeah, Morgan can attest to that. It doesn't matter. You're not going to marry him. Anyways, yeah, but there's things, you know what I mean? If a guy can play music, that's great. They don't have to. You know what I mean? So what are, y'all start, sense of humor. I love to see a man cook. Ladies, I'm dead air. Yeah.
I would agree with the sense of humor. I mean, obviously I love comedy. So like, I really need somebody that has that young, youthful, just like doesn't take themselves seriously, can crack a joke at any time and just keep me on my toes. I mean, Eric is hysterical just watching him and the things he does. Like we talk about all the time, he needs his own reality TV show, because if you watch this man just like eat dinner, it's his facial expressions, the way he talks, the things he does.
I will attest to that. So everybody got together, all the gypsies got together, and Eric came.
Yes.
Over December, and we were playing Cards Against Humanity. And there were certain cards, and I knew it was him because the way he would do this smirk and when we were eating, the way he had to respond to some of the people there.
He's very expressive.
Yes.
Very expressive.
Yes.
And he, like, you will know what he's thinking and feeling very easily. So
Yes.
I get entertainment from that. Whether he means to make me laugh or not, that's a whole other thing. But
I get it. I understand. What about old lover boy over there?
Oh,
What are we talking about? His sense of humor?
what attracts you to him?
Sense of humor is paramount.
Yeah.
Where we're at. Yeah, sense of humor is huge, and we roll on the floor together in laughter over.
Oh,
just
thank
the
God! I
tiny-
did not know. Now that one, she got me. You know what I mean?
I have been on the phone with her when this is happening at some point.
Yeah.
For which part?
The laughter. I think
The
she
laughing,
means. Yeah.
laughing together.
Yeah, he's even like chimed in, which is, I know that he hasn't met me, so he's always like, I can feel he's very hesitant of me, and I can hear him chime in. Like we were talking about a house the other day, and he was like blah blah blah, blah. And I was like, he's chiming in. It's getting a little brazen.
Warming
I have
up.
to meet him. Put him back in place. No, I'm just playing.
Get over here.
But we will just laugh over the tiniest little things and about just things that we do together or just randomness. Yeah, I love his sense of humor, and he can just look at me and I will just laugh. I love it. But that was not the only thing that really attracted me to him. His build is definitely.
She getting in
like,
dirty,
I like
ain't she?
like his posture. Like I love a confident posture, and like confidence
Could be scoliosis.
is not scoliosis.
I would agree with that though, because like one of the things that drew me to Eric was the way he carried himself.
Yeah,
That's
Like
what I mean. Thank
yes,
you.
yes.
That's what I'm
he
talking about.
carries himself very well, and you could tell. Like when I met him, I felt like he was a very uber independent, just like didn't really need to be with anybody. You know, was looking for someone to spend his life with, but didn't need someone. And that was something I was attracted to because I was in the same place when I met him. I wasn't really looking for a relationship. I knew I could be okay by myself. So I felt like because we had that in common, that's something that really attracted me to him at first.
Yeah, no, I understand and agree completely. Chuck carries himself. My mom, when she was living, said he walked like Clydesdale, like the way he's got really big feet. And I'm not saying that because y'all are perverts. No, the way he walks is it's very distinct. Like, and the way he carries himself,
It should be clunky, but it's not.
it's not. And he's very, when he walks in a room, people notice. And it's not just because I notice because I'm with him. I mean, you can feel the energy change. And I've been around your spouse, and I know that that's the same. And I dare say that Morgan's not with somebody the same because I know her too well. But, you know, one of the reasons I really want to talk about this, we mentioned this in another episode. If we are out there and we're wondering, gay, straight, bi, whatever, and we are wanting our spouse, right? We are wanting a lifelong commitment. And we don't know what it looks like. And for me, and I'm not trying to say this is my show, but I'm saying, but for me, my mom had been married 4 different times. Okay. And she had a lot of boyfriends in between. And my dad we thought he had remarried, which would have been a total of 3, but we found out after he passed away, he'd only been married twice, to a woman before my mother and my mother. So I never had a stable understanding of a relationship, except for the movies and on TV. And there is a philosophy out there that it's bad to want that. But at the same time, if we don't want that, then what do we want? Do we want the chaos our family brings us? Morgan, you and your mom and dad, you grew up, you're very lucky, you had a healthy, but nobody's perfect. Everybody has their faults.
Yeah.
And your parents are still together, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And like I said, nobody's perfect. Everybody has their faults. But I did not have that at all. And my first marriage was hellacious. And it's still a traumatic thing to deal with all the time. And my husband is a wonderful man. I'm not saying this because I also can get pissed at him real fast, as Morgan saw today. But he's an amazing man, and what he dealt with in his past is like, what? She didn't use soap? Anyways, I'm just saying, it was, it's a different world.
Yeah.
So talking about the movie thing and then talking about what you want in a spouse, we have to talk these things out. We have to write these things out because you've got to become them. You've got to be able to laugh at yourself to have a sense of humor, correct? Mm-hmm. You have to be able to love yourself even when you're in a bad situation. Can I tell you guys a horrible story about me?
Yeah.
So I, and in other podcasts you'll find out, but I have had been exposed to a drug called GHB on more than one occasion. Okay. And that's called the date rape drug. Okay. Basically what happens is somebody puts it in your drink. You are awake, but like not all your brain is working and your inhibitions are low and you're carefree and whatever. But usually you wake up the next morning, you have no idea what happened, but you might feel physical attributes of being slung around or having sex or whatever. So years ago, I was at Bonnaroo, and I got sprayed in the face with it because your skin can absorb it. And some of it went in my mouth. And I woke up the next morning in my car at Bonnaroo in 107-degree weather with my boyfriend at the time going, somebody sprayed you in the face. You had a reaction. You went crazy. We missed this show. But my memory was me and just Dave Matthews alone in a room. And he was just playing to me, okay? But I also went completely... My brain was completely aware, but my body went completely numb. Like, he had to carry me back, okay? It's important to know this because of upcoming stories. Anyways, it happened another time when I was in college, and I knew the bartender, and they got me to safety. And then it happened another time outside of college after I was a mom, and it was a very tragic incident. Years later, I meet my husband. We decide to go to town for the weekend. And we go to a bar in Knoxville, Tennessee. I live in East Tennessee. Knoxville's mid-eastern Tennessee. It's in between here and Nashville. Anyways, we're at a bar. It's a college town. University of Tennessee's there. And we went to a really fun college bar. There was 2 bars. One was had a metal band. One had they were, Toto Africa, when it rained in Africa. It was fun. They all had Hawaiian shirts. Anyways, there's somebody there put something in my drink because I had 2 mixed drinks, okay? And I couldn't function. And I started vomiting uncontrollably, and I knew what happened. I said, we got to get back to the hotel room. And I get back to the hotel room, and I'm stripping off my clothes. But I can't walk. He had to carry me into the hotel room. He's freaking out. He's now my husband. At the time, he's freaking out. And I'm puking uncontrollably, but I'm completely like a wet noodle. You guys got to realize this. So I'm propped up on the toilet, throwing up, and I get all my clothes off. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm aware enough to go, okay, I know what to do next. I just need to get in the shower, get some water on me, and it'll start calming down. And I go to do that, and he comes in there to hold my head. This is horrible. I can't believe I'm telling the story. Hold my hair out of the toilet. And the way this bathroom was set up, there was you walk in, there's a sink, there's a toilet, and it was like an open shower, right? With a drain close to the toilet, whatever. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, the way my body's angled, I crap up the wall. And my husband is a nurse, and he said, okay, I'm done. And he calls 911.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God.
So is it important To be able to be with somebody that you can love in the darkest of times? Yes. Because God knows if I wasn't able to do that, I wouldn't be here now, right? Like I wouldn't be with my husband because he loved me even when I'm crapping up a wall.
Yeah.
And his friend was like, and you married her? And he's like, yep. So we have to be able to love ourselves in the darkest of time in order to attract that. Because we do attract what we put out there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, ladies?
Absolutely.
It's a horrible story. I know I shouldn't.
No, it makes a lot of sense. And going off of that, also, I think the other thing that has probably attracted us all to the men that we are with is how they treat other people, not just us, but other people. You know, so Tessa's husband he works in a hospital and he deals with a lot of patients. And I think that the patients probably have nothing but wonderful things to say about him. I know that Eric and I were just at a Christmas party in December, and pretty much everyone pulled me aside and said, hey, your husband is so great. He helps me with all this stuff. He is so nice. He's always, there when I need him. I can talk to him for an hour and he will deal with the problem. And I think that's another thing that really just attracts me to him. Yeah. And I think I can speak for all of us in that is like how they are around other people and how they present themselves around other people and how they treat each other.
And their composure. I know that like if you've ever dealt with somebody that's been a cheater or promiscuous or whatever, it's really hard to be in that. You know what I mean? Like to be with somebody and find trust. So what I found is you have to trust yourself again, right? Just like you have to love yourself, you have to trust yourself. Mm-hmm. I loved myself even though I was crapping up a wall. So I attracted that. Morgan, I know for you loved yourself, but you kind of like let some walls down or let some standards down. And the next thing you know, a dirty butt pirate sneaks in.
Yes, very much. Yeah. And part of that, like you said, how other people, how they treat other people or how other people's responses are to them is like Chase has a huge work ethic. Like everybody
so glad she ended that way. Sorry.
Ma'am? Not everything I say is dirty. It just sounds dirty.
Okay. I'm with you on that.
Back to it. He has a huge penis. Work ethic.
Oh, there it is. Well, this is the balls episode.
I turned my head for 1 second.
You know what? You have X. I have this microphone.
You speak your truth, Morgan. Let's go.
So work ethic. He's got it. And that is like the most attractive thing to me about
I love
him.
that.
I love it so much. And like you're saying, you have to have it. I have a huge work ethic penis. And
it's in her top drawer. I've seen it. It's scary. Don't touch it. I don't think she washes it off. No,
no, but yeah, I think that you really do attract what you value. Yeah. Your values should match your partner. And one of my hugest penises is work ethic.
Work ethic is paramount to Morgan. And I know that for me, I do whatever. I mean, y'all have heard me say you do whatever it takes. You do whatever it takes for your family. And I do. I go above and beyond to the point that you're like, you need to chill. But Chuck, my husband, does the same. And I know, like, you all don't have kids, but at the same time, Eric don't stop. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to come here and work with us, go. Like, that's the reason he does what he does. And I've heard this conversation before. So, it's so important. I wish that there was a way that I could wave a magic wand so everybody could kind of get, an epiphany if I put out. And it's not just in spouse. It's in business. It's in everything. Whatever you want, let's put it out there. Let's write it out. Let's become that. And then we will receive that. One of the things, and then I'll quit with my stories because I'm sure we're getting close to time. But my son, Jasper, is like a riot. He's hilarious. He does hilarious things. And we were talking about my stepson, Noah. And Noah, he's still having even though his parents have been divorced for a long time and I've been around for a long time, he still has issues with liking me. I know he feels guilty liking me because he feels like he's betraying his mother. And I think that's where it comes from. Even though I've tried to talk to him about it, because I'm his stepmom, I can't be his counselor, right? So it's whatever. Anyways, recently he's been doing this thing where I've got pictures of some of the kids on the fridge, and he keeps moving Noah keeps moving his one picture in this area. And I said, why is he moving my calendar around? And Jasper said, he wants to be seen. I said, I know that, but he's doing it weirdly. And I was telling Morgan, and Jasper said, I'm not saying the boy doesn't hate you. But he wants to be seen. And I was like, you're my kid. Like the honesty and truth. Huh?
He'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, the honesty and truth there, you can't change that. And I'm so glad because I put that out there enough that my kids, it's coming back for my kids. So every aspect of life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do think that deep down, we crave that. Maybe not the truth, maybe not that, but we crave what we put out.
Yeah.
So I think that I would like to hear what are some attributes, whether they're physical, emotional, characteristics, whatever, a huge work ethic.
Very large
Very
work
large.
ethic. Yes.
To the max.
Very thick.
Yes.
Girthy work ethic.
Very thick work ethic.
Yeah. Okay. So we want to know what you like.
What
if
are
that
you?
sounds right.
What are you attracting?
Yeah.
What is it that you're putting out there
Thank
that you
you.
want back?
Thank you. I'm trying to get
Yeah, I know.
this one. I'm reining this one in.
That's
Thanks
all
for
right.
taking
You're welcome. We're here.
Yes.
But yeah, let us know what you're putting out there and what you're attracting back. And if you have someone,
Yep.
what was it that attracted you to them? Is that something that?
Or when, like, maybe you got together young and you didn't really, and you've grown together to attract the same things. I mean, now me and my husband, we want a bigger house. We want to do these kind of trips. We want to, make sure our kids go to college, things like that. So as a couple now, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And check us out on Facebook at Some Say I'm Gifted. Email us at somesayimgifted@gmail.com. We're on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Some Say I'm Gifted. And, yeah, find me on Facebook, Tesserae McKittrick, and holler at us. Like, subscribe, comment on all your listening avenues. And, hey, check us out on Facebook because we do put some funny stuff out there, for real.
Yeah, we're most active on Facebook.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Tess is apparently night active on X.
Maybe like 5 o'clock in the morning. I get up pretty early, so it's there all day. But for real.
We love it. Today our question was, what's your favorite emoji? And there was an eggplant on there. So I feel like that just ties
It was
into
on
this,
everything we posted. There was an eggplant.
everything.
My
So-
youngest son saw it and went, "You want to explain this, Mom?" I went, "Oh, Morgan put it together."
It was the work ethic.
Yeah. So you guys listen.
That's what it means. Now that people must think I work really hard.
Multiple eggplant emojis.
But multiple.
Well, I mean,
But I'm not a rotisserie chicken over here.
You thought I was the
put
best
them
one.
together to add the length up, I guess.
Anyway, let us know what you thought of today's
God, help
episode.
me.
Love you
all.
guys.
Please pray for us. Love y'all. Have a good one.
See you next Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.